TikTok cannot be counted on to record anything. So, Sonic SatAM is a great show, I think, and it has one weird little quirk that I'm going to be correcting. All the episode titles have Sonic in the title. We know it's a fucking Sonic show. It's called Sonic the Hedgehog. So, first episode, Sonic Boom, I'm renaming to Save the Cat, or Cat in a Cage, because of the character Cat that gets captured. Right away, we're introduced to the important members of the cast in a really good way. So, Sonic is immediately ready to go, but he is willing to slow down so Sally can keep up with him. And Sally has just popped out of this robot pretending to be one of them. So immediately, she's clever, and he's eager. We also have Antoine, who is the most shaken up in the situation. And it's not quite played for laughs yet. Well, not that much, but I do like how Sonic's like, any questions? Bye. Sally's introduction as the hacker and clever one of the group is immediately juxtaposed by her emotional side.
Hurry it up, Sal. Party crasher's coming. Incoming message. Bean?
Oh my gosh, Sonic. My father called me Bean when I was little. Nicole, give me message origin.
Sal, we gotta put the pedal to the metal.
I have to check this out. It may be from my father.
Message origin, Area 12, Sector 9, Quadrant 32.
The Dark Swamp?
She goes on this big leap of like, oh, Bean, my dad called me Bean, because she's desperate to find her father. And that's a side of the character that I think people overlook, because she is just a really desperate teenager, and the show does a great job of characterizing her as such.
What is taking them from so long?
Those computers can be tricky. Relax, Antoine.
Relax? Yes. A very good idea.
Cat seems to be the only elderly member of the Freedom Fighters, and he just can't keep up with Sally and Antoine as they run away. So he splits off from them and gets captured. And it's pretty tragic.
I'm sure that message was from my father. I'm going to the Dark Swamp and find him. Antoine can come with me.
Antoine?
Yes, Antoine.
You're kidding, right?
I'm kidding. Wrong.
Wrong?
Right.
Right or wrong?
You're wrong. I'm right, as usual.
Excuse me while I chunk my breakfast.
Whatever. Come on, Antoine.
Yo, Sat! Soon as I find Cat, I'll blast for the swamp. Be mondo careful.
You too, Sonic.
Gotta use it loose.
When Sonic goes back for Cat, Cat tells him,
Psst, Cat. You alright?
Robotnik's surveillance picked up Sally. He knows she's headed for the Dark Swamp. You gotta save her.
But what about you?
Doesn't matter. Go, Sonic! Go!
Not to worry, Cat. I'll be back.
classic hero's dilemma. Obligatory shout out to Jim Cummings as Robotnik, because he is the GOAT.
Tell me where not all is, old boy, and you have my word that you will not be roboticized.
I'm telling you nothing about nothing, Robotnik!
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that, old boy. I have machines of all kinds, marvelous machines. They can do things you would not believe.
Mike Pollock has nothing on him.
My princess, I'm thinking this is not safe.
Don't be such a worrywart, Antoine.
No! Are you all right, my princess?
I'm fine.
Princess! All right, princess, run!
Hey, at least Antoine got them across.
What is it?
It's from my father's cloak. I recognize the design. He was here. Come on!
Hello. It was just a clever way to get in your arms, my princess.
This is the kind of love triangle that the kids are gonna be like taken deadly seriously, and they're gonna be like, no, keep Sonic with Sally, and the adults watching are like, that's funny as fuck that he thinks he has a chance. On a more serious note, I think Sally's voice actor does a great fucking job of delivering the sort of emotion breaking through her more calculated facade. Her and Shadow actually have that in common, the calculating facade. And it's really good. She's the same woman who played Lola Bunny. I'll put her up on screen. And she's just a good fucking voice actor.
Keep your fingers crossed. Yes!
Access code, please.
Try Bean.
Stand by for message. Bean. Check subter file. Impossible. End of message.
That's definitely from my father. Somehow he knew I'd find it.
Fantastic! What does it mean?
He didn't finish the message. But at least now I know he's alive. I just don't know where. Computer, access subter file.
Checking.
There is a lot of setup surrounding Nigel Acorn, and that's not the way that I would have approached it. It's interesting stuff seeing Sally try to get back her dad, but her finding out that he's dead would sort of raise the stakes. And I think that this was before they had established the wins and losses mentality that Ben Hurst brought to the project. And it's really good stuff to see, like, her, like, to see the, like, yeah, this stuff. But part of the reason that they wrote it this way is because it was a 90s kids show and it had to adhere to certain rules. Also, before Ben Hurst got on the project, there was not really a plan. They were just kind of writing it episode to episode, like how I'm doing with Boundless Heart.
Oh my gosh, what is it?
Someone you never want to marry. Plus, he's in a bad mood.
But that's our only way out.
What are we going to do?
Now, was that the slap that people were so upset about? People do like to harp on how this show shifted the series more from fantasy to sci-fi, and that creature is straight out of fantasy. Or maybe it's like, oh, maybe they're like, oh, it's Mobius, so like...
Chill, guys. Everything's cool.
But like, fuck that.
Sonic, how did you know it was robotic?
The Hedgehog knows.
It's cool. This series has shit like that, and later we'll find out the scrolls of fucking future, the time stones. This series has fantastic elements. It was just written at a time where only Sonic 1 and 2 were available.
These stealth bots are history.
I got one more thing to do. Meet you guys at the usual. Got it, juice. Cat.
Intruder alert. Detention building. Intruder alert.
Consider yourself terminated, Hedgehog.
He's launching the stealth bots.
News at 11.
What is this? Snively?
Recall them!
Yes, sir. Yo, Robotnik, that was for Cat. Look out!
As for my thoughts on the episode as a whole, I think it was pretty good. It's not like groundbreaking TV, which is fair, you know, it was a budget cartoon from the 90s, but that scene where this episode actually reminds me of the first episode of X-Men, the animated series, where, you know, Morph basically stays fucking dead for the entire first season of that show. And here, Cat, he's roboticized, he's lost to the enemy. Now, a lot of people take issue with the fact that this show is more so Sally's show than it is Sonic's, but all of the action takes place from Sonic's point of view. So that stuff is actually like it delivers. It's nothing like amazing, but it's there. And while that stuff might not be what stands out to me about the show, I can understand not liking the fact that Sonic isn't the most interesting part of his own show. But I will say the best Sonic stories, Sonic Battle, Sonic Adventure 2, and Sonic and the Black Knight, the most interesting parts of those stories are Sonic Battle, Emerald, Shadow, Adventure 2, Shadow again, and Black Knight, Merlina's question of, and the overall plot of like accepting death and accepting that things come to an end. Sonic himself is just a vehicle to see these stories through, and he's cool, but he has never been to me what makes the thing that makes these stories shine. Like, the Paddington movies couldn't work without the other characters in addition to Paddington. I really like the premise of this show. It has a very distinct tone from everything that comes before it, where the whole start, the way that everything started is that Robotnik took over before Sonic could do shit about it. He has won, and our heroes are supposed to be taking back the world. Now that idea came up again in Sonic Forces, and everybody, except for one guy on Twitter, Sonic Forces fan, hates Sonic Forces. Sonic Forces is dog shit because it doesn't take any of the story of the fucking world ending seriously. And this show, while it has that action adventure stuff, it really lets you feel the consequences of what can happen if our heroes fail. Because our heroes are trying to undo a previous generation's failures. It's really good stuff. And I just really like it. The scrappy underdog thing, Sonic usually feels like a rebel without a cause, but here, he's got a really fucking good cause to rebel against. It's compelling stuff, if a little bit tried and true, you know? But the thing that makes it work is the characters. Sally is this like determined leader who is now in charge before she was ready to be. But she's handling things better than anyone expected her to. And Antoine is also there, and then you got Sonic, who is sort of the team's muscle. He is the one that makes these things happen, and he's there to be dependable. The way that he talks is sometimes fucking annoying, but in this episode that was never a problem. I think it was just something they were figuring out in the pilot, which I will get to eventually. It's compelling TV, not like revolutionary, but I really like the premise, and I really, really like the characters. I do wish that there was more iconography from the games, like bosses and fucking locations. Sorry for the dog shit audio. I put you on top of my fucking toaster, so now you're gonna have to put up with this in front. I'll put visuals on screen, but like this is gonna be here. I like Sonic SatAM. Yes, I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. to address the elephant in the room. It's not an elephant. It'll make itself an elephant when those people realize, oh wait, he's talking about Sally Acorn. I need to not shut the fuck up for 10 seconds. If the following rant doesn't apply to you, know that there are people that it applies to. Not every single enjoyer of Amy Rose is a lunatic. You see, there are plenty of lunatics in that space, but it's not every one of you. So don't get insulted if you think this doesn't apply to you. Know that that's someone else. I have, in fact, been insulted solely for using Sally Acorn in my artwork. It's fun being a Sonic fan. Amy is not in this show. Sonic CD came out the same fucking day this show did. I'm kidding. It was within a few months. And before that there was the Sonic manga, but manga translation wasn't a fucking thing back then. Can Amy fans get rabies shots? Can you people just chill for 5 fucking seconds? I'm tired. I love Amy. Amy's a great character. Probably number 7 or 8 on my list. There's a lot of fucking Sonic characters that is not that low of a spot. I like her. I like Amy. But you people cannot let me. I'm 22, by the way. I didn't get into the Sonic series until the first movie came out. I'm not just fucking nostalgia blind. I enjoy this shit. I need you people to just chill the fuck out for 10 seconds. But this is a completely different world. It's when where Robotnik won before Sonic could do anything. So Sonic Boom, which I have now renamed The Cat in a Cage, Sonic Boom, episode 1 of Sonic SatAM, is not exactly mind-blowing TV, but it's good. So I would give it like a 75%, like a good C+. And I'll acknowledge its flaws. It's flawed. But I'm fucking sick of hearing about how shit American Sonic stuff is. I'm sick of it. So I'm not gonna harp on that stuff anymore.